Hi there. In this video, we'll talk about the basics of area, and we'll actually find the area of 4 different shapes. Let's get started. First of all, what is area? Well, area just refers to the number of squares that will fit inside a given figure. So looking at this rectangle right here, if you simply count up the squares, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, you see that 15 squares fit inside the figure, and so we would say the area of the rectangle is 15 square units. It's that simple. And of course, we could take a shortcut to come up with that number by noticing that the width of the rectangle is 5, the height of the rectangle is 3, and we're really just dealing with 5 groups of 3. Okay, so we can use multiplication to make area computations quick and easy. A lot of people learn this as the base times the height or the length times the width. Those are all saying the same thing. Okay, let's take a look at a figure that's not exactly a box, but we could make one very easily. Okay, so the figure I just traced is 3 units wide and 1, 2, 3, 4 units high. So the entire box contains 12 squares, but the purple part obviously is only half of that. So half of the box is shaded in purple, half is white. And so clearly, each part must be 6. Okay, so we've got 6. Let me just clean this up real quick. All right, so what that tells us is we've got 6 squares in white and 6 squares in purple to make 12 squares altogether. To summarize, the area of that triangle is 6 square units. Okay, let's try doing the area of a parallelogram. Again, a simple strategy is simply to enclose the entire figure inside of a box. Okay, and if we stop and think, okay, we can now split this up into parts that are easier to manage. And so this rectangle, I'm tracing in yellow, is 1, 2, 3, 4 units high and 2 units wide. So its area is 8, but the part that's shaded in the parallelogram is only half that. Half of 8 is 4, so this area must be 4. Let's move now to the part that just actually is a box, and let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 units wide. It's still 4 units high. 5 times 4 gives 20. So the number of squares in the box is 20. So we need to include those as well. Lastly, we have this rectangle right here that I'm tracing in orange, which is also a 4 by 2 rectangle. So its area is also 8. And once again, we only want just the part that's shaded, and half of 8 is 4. Same as this guy over here. Okay, so we've got 4 square units, plus 20 in the middle, plus another 4 on the right-hand side. The total area of the parallelogram must be 28. So the area is 28 square units. Let's try one more. This figure is a trapezoid, but we can handle it in exactly the same way just by enclosing it inside of a box. Okay, let's start breaking that box up into parts. All right, and I'll just label these A, B, and C. Okay, so we'll break it down into steps. First we'll find the area A, then B, then C, and then we'll combine them together to form the total shape. Okay, looking at A, we're looking at half of a 3 by 4 box. So 3 times 4 is 12. We only want half of that. So that region must contain 6 squares. Moving on to B. B is 1, 2, 3 units wide and 4 units high. So area B contains 12 squares. Moving on to C. C is 2 units wide and 4 units high. So that box on the side contains 8 squares, but only half of them are shaded, which means area C contains 4 square units. Altogether, we have 6 for A, 12 for B, and 4 for C. I notice these make 10, and if I add that to 12, I'm getting a total of 22, and so the area of the trapezoid is 22 square units. I hope this video was helpful to you in developing your concept of area as a number of square units that will fit inside a figure. We'll see you next time.